fuck? Where's my flash? Cool. So, welcome. Today's video, gonna be answering 15 of my most asked questions. I went on my Instagram and I told you guys, give me your best questions. Funnily enough, I didn't expect these types of questions, but I actually got some decent questions I'm gonna be answering today. So, yeah, this video isn't gonna be highly edited or anything like that. It's just gonna be me answering questions, just pure raw content, value packed. So, if you were like a shit attention span, just click off, bro. This video's not for you. So, don't want to waste too much time. Want to get straight into it. So, first question. So, this question is already pissing me off. Best advice to start. This is such an annoying question, bro. You're gonna just fucking be like, what's this dickhead talking about? Just fucking start. That's the best advice. One thing I will say though is don't fall into the trap of just learning. Oh, I need to learn. Let me watch this video and then I'll start taking action. Let me tell you something. I hope my first client's not watching this, right? Because he's not going to be happy. My first ever piece of work. I literally had a fucking monitor here, laptop here, phone here, with fucking YouTube tutorials on how to run ads and how to build websites. This isn't scamming or anything. This is just pure me taking action, right? Yes, I could have fucking spent like 3 months on courses and YouTube videos and just sitting around learning and just not doing anything. But I decided the best kind of learning I'll get is just from purely taking action, learning, making mistakes. That's the best way I can put it. Just fucking start, literally. Start. Cool. Second question. What's the best thing about what you do and why? Cool. So the best thing about my business, right, is that it's cash flow. Meaning I get paid every single month, regardless of the fucking weather, regardless of this, regardless of that. The traders are gonna fucking hate me for this, right? But you see with trading, you can fucking be like a trading guru, right? You can have this, you can fucking do that gay shit, structure analysis, market, whatever. But if HSBC just fucking dumps on you, that's not in your control. You just got, you know what I mean? You just got liquidated. You'll fucking get liquidated by HSBC on a fucking random Tuesday, right? And that's out of your control. With like what I do, that's not the case. The only time I won't get paid is if me or my team fuck around and just don't deliver results. So that's kind of the best thing about my business. Yeah, I'm not reading that out. Cool. I think I answered this one on my Instagram as well, but I like this question. How can small businesses compete with the big brands on social media? This is like the main thing. Let me clip this on. This is annoying, man. Cool. Let me take this shit. Okay. Cool. How can small businesses compete with big brands on social media? This is like the main thing that stops people from getting into offering services to businesses, right? They're like, oh, I just fucking started. Why will they fucking pay me to do work for them when this guy's been doing it for 20 years? It all depends on how you frame it, right? For example, let's say you're building websites, right? Actually, no, fuck that. Let's make it ads, right? Ads will make more sense for you guys. Ads. You just started fucking running ads for businesses, right? You're on your first ever sales call trying to convince a client to pay you money to run their ads. And they're asking you, why should I hire you? If you fucking say, oh, well, you're my first client, yay, fucking pay me, they're gonna tell you to get fucked, right? However, if you frame it in a certain way, for example, I literally just got started in the game not too long ago. I don't have too much social proof to show you, so I understand you might be a bit skeptical on whether I can actually deliver results or not, which is why I am actually offering a 14-day free trial just as an opportunity for you to kind of get a good idea of the results I'm able to give you. And yeah, if you frame it like that, they'll be like, all right, cool, so he's willing to work for free. There's no risk in it on my side. What am I going to lose on working with him? And then they're going to work with you. And if you're actually about what you do and you actually deliver good results, bang, you just sign a client. Obviously, this isn't a fucking sales video, so I explained it shit, but if I was actually, maybe in a next video, I'll do a sales video and explain it more in depth. But you kind of get the idea. It's all in how you frame it. That's actually how I got my first client. I did work for free, and I'm pretty sure I know that's the best way to get clients. Your first ever client, just do free work. You're selling websites, give your first client a free website. You're running ads, run ads for free for your first client. It's very simple. Question, I think 3, I'm not sure, forgot, lost track. What's the most effective way to grow an audience on social media right now? I would say consistency. Yeah, consistency is definitely the most important thing. I would say the second most important thing is, bro, you need to offer value in your videos. Don't just post empty videos. Your videos need to have some type of value in it. For example, I post cold calling videos. That's kind of my main content. in my cold calling videos, you might be like, oh, what fucking value do you offer in cold calling businesses? Well, people watch my cold calls and they kind of get an idea of how a cold call goes. They get the idea of the dynamics of the cold call. They just fucking learn about cold calling. You know what I mean? What the guy says, what I say, like, that's offering value right there. Even if you disagree, that's offering value right there. So yeah, just fucking offer value in your videos. People watch. That's literally as simple as I can put. Question 5 or something. I'm not keeping track. How to efficiently find clients. There's not one right or wrong answer. There's a lot of ways of finding clients. It all depends on what you do. Instagram is good for like e-com brands, all of that. However, if you're kind of in the construction niche, you kind of go on Google Maps, Google Businesses. You'd maybe go on paid leads softwares. So like I think a good one is Apollo. That's a good lead software. You pay, I think, a monthly subscription and it just gives you fucking shit tons of leads. That's a good way to find clients. It all depends on what you're doing. But yeah, Instagram, that's a good way to find people. Google Maps, if you're working on like construction niches. Yeah, there's fucking shit tons of ways. How to earn money. This is a very fucking simple question. It's very vague, but I'm just gonna answer it for just for the fucking fun of it. Best way to make money in 2025 is learn a higher value skill and sell it to businesses. It's that simple. Whether it's fucking selling AI software, building and selling websites, running a business's ads, whatever the fuck it is, just learn it, get good at it, and just fucking sell it. Also a little add-on, document your journey, post videos on what you do, so you kind of build a personal brand along the way. How can I start my business in third world country? Well, this one is a bit different for you than it is in countries like UK, US, but it's still kind of the same framework. Just fucking work hard, just put in the work, just learn your skill, master it, sell it to businesses and scale. I would say it's all in your service delivery. Some people might try to take the piss and pay you kind of less than they would pay someone like me in the UK. But if your service delivery is good enough, they'll pay you what you deserve. That's honestly how I feel. What's the best investment for 200k cash? Give it to me, bro. If you lose everything today, how would you rebuild from scratch in 90 days? Cool. So, let's say I just fucking lost everything. My TikTok account, my Instagram, my fucking everything, my clientele, my everything. I just lost it. What I would do is I would pick a service. So let's go with web design, right? I'll build and I'll sell websites to businesses. What I would do is I would go on Instagram, I would find tons of businesses that don't have websites in their bios, and I would reach out to every single one of them saying, basically just pitching me selling them a website. However, I will build it for free. That's going to be like my special offer for my first client, right? I'll build them a website for free and yeah, just give it to them for free. If they're happy with it, I'll ask for a testimonial in return, which I can show to future prospects. Like, look at me, this is the work I did for this guy. Look at him, he's smiling, he's happy with the work I did. And then they'll be like, all right, cool, he's happy, so you must know what you're doing here, take my money. And I'll also ask if he knows or has any business owner friends that are also interested in the website. And I've actually gotten a lot of clients like that. Like, I did work for one guy and he was happy. He gave my fucking details like 3 of his friends. One of them ended up paying me for a website. So it's just free money. So yeah, literally just do some free work, get a couple clients onboarded, and then from then on you can start charging, and from then it's just fucking just upward spiral. Just sign more clients, hire more clients. How did you close your first client? I think I've said like 5 times on this video already. Literally just fucking offer free shit, right? If you just started running ads for businesses and you haven't gotten any previous experience, you can't just fucking walk into a sales call and say, pay me 5k retainer. You're not fucking Iman Gadzhi, right? So what you have to do is you have to offer free value. Don't tell them, offer them a 14-day free trial. And that's kind of what I did. I did some free work, signed my first client. He was happy, gave me a testimonial. I leveraged that testimonial to other prospects and they were happy with the work, and then I got paid. And then from there, it's just an upward spiral. It's as simple as that. Did you have a moment where you realized you need to make a change in your life, and why? It's kind of a deep question. You kind of caught me off guard with this one. But honestly, it's just your environment. You just take a look around you, bro. I need to fucking get out of here. What was your biggest mistake you made in your business and how did you recover? What's my biggest mistake in business? Let me think about this one. It would probably be not delegating enough work. This is this is definitely my biggest mistake, right? Maybe not a big team, but you need a very powerful team. Like, this guy does this guy does this. You can't do everything by yourself, and for a very long time I was doing a lot by myself. I was doing the outreach by myself, service delivery by myself, literally the onboarding, the fucking closing, everything by myself. And it's fucking draining and it consumes too much of your time. If I could go back, I would probably delegate more work. I would bring this guy on, yo, you send these DMs, yo, you do this, yo, you delegate more work, because it's gonna consume too much of your time. You're not Rambo, right? I thought I was that guy, I could do everything by myself. It's just not smart. What's the lesson you learn the hard way in business? Lesson you have to learn the hard way is, in business, it's player versus player, right? Your business, the business that you're on the sales call to, they don't care about you, they don't care about your life, they don't care about your cat. All they care about is, can you make me money? That's literally it. As fucking brutal as it sounds, that's the honest truth about it. They will not be on a call with you if they don't believe you can make them money to a degree. Let me actually tell you a story, right? Very short story. There was this guy, I know him, and he had this problem of, on his sales call, he couldn't get his first client, even whilst offering free work, right? Let me tell you why. He was offering to run ads for free for businesses for 14 days, right? But his problem is, when they ask him, all right, cool, I understand you're running my ads for free, but how can I be sure that you're gonna get me results? He wouldn't say, oh, I'm gonna get you results because I know what I'm doing, like I know how to run ads. He would say, oh, well, I'm gonna try hard. Like, you have my full attention. I'm gonna try hard. I'm gonna put my learning cap on. I'm gonna be serious. Like, they don't care about how hard you're gonna work. They care about, are you gonna put money in my pocket? Yes or no? That's it. So that kind of ties in back to my point. They don't care about how hard you're gonna work. They don't care about if you're gonna have a good day. Can you make the money? Yes or no? So that's kind of a brutal business lesson you're gonna learn at some point. In business, what is the best sales tactic using psychology during a cold call or IRL meet? I would say it's definitely building authority within the conversation, within the call, within the meeting, wherever it is. You have to build authority. Don't get kind of stepped over. Don't let them step on your toes. Don't let them kind of try to have, it's kind of like a psychological thing. It's not really like the most important tip I would give to a beginner. This is kind of like when you're on sales calls and like you're kind of trying to get retainers and they're asking you questions, trying to challenge you, and then it's all psychological, right? So I'm not about to fucking fight the guy on the call, but it's all psychological. But if you want just like a beginner friendly tactic, bro, I wouldn't say if you're a beginner go for tactics and fucking psychology, bro. Just learn objection handling, learn how to price objection handling, learn how to objection handle the I need to think about it. Learn those basics first. Let's see what else we got. What is your view of reality and how does it shape the way you do business? I'm getting hit with some deep questions. My view of reality is everything relies on your hard work. If you actually dedicate yourself to a task and you actually give your 100% efforts, you're gonna achieve it. Me and my team, we're very strict with like just pure raw action. There's no like days off. There's no, oh, I don't feel like it. You just have to fucking do it. That's literally like the fuel to your agency. There isn't like fucking shortcuts. You just have to fucking just do the hard work. It's annoying, but yeah, that's literally it. Free trial means they need to pay for ads or you pay the ads from your pocket, right? A lot of people actually ask this and it's a bit concerning, right? You never pay for the client's ads. They always take care of the ad spend. It's their business, it's their advertising. You just manage their campaigns if you're running ads, obviously. Never ever pay for the ad spend. That's just the stupidest thing. Don't ever do it. They have to handle it. You just have to utilize and leverage that ad spend that they pay for to generating an ROI or return on ad spend. From where did you learn to do marketing? Bro, just being around, tried myself for a little while, failed, learned my mistakes, got better, invested in a couple little mentorships, not mentorships, kind of little courses on marketing and getting clients online and everything. So yeah, it's been a kind of a long journey. What is the most skill make you succeed in business? That was not English, but we'll make do. The most important skill in business is very generic, and you probably fucking guessed it, but it's sales. Sales is probably the most important shit. Forget fucking marketing, forget web design, sales is the most important shit. Because with sales you can do anything. I can have no experience with web design. I will have no clue how to build a fucking website. If I have good sales skills, right, I'm good at sales,
I can jump on a web design call with some fucking random prospect. I'll convince him to give me 5k pounds to build him a website, right? Even that's fucking stupid. I'll convince him to send me 5k to my bank, and then I'll take that 5k and fucking hire some fucking Indian guy to make the website. All because I'm good at sales. That applies to, let me give you a fucking stupid example, right? I have no idea how the fuck they make these AirPods, right? But if some random guy comes up to me and says, I want you to build me a new fucking AirPod variation, right? I want you to code the AirPods, I want you to build the AirPods, I want you to manufacture them. Here's 20 million pounds. I'll be so good at sales that I'll convince him to give me the 20 million pounds, and then I'll just fucking hire some Chinese guy to do it. Sales is the most important thing in business. Forget marketing, forget everything else. Sales. Sales, sales, sales. Yeah, this is great. How do you style your hair? I need to get a trim talking about hair, but my shit is fucked. Do you think AI will take over marketing in the future? 100% to a certain degree. You still need to use human creativeness and shit for certain things, like copywriting. A lot of people say AI is going to take over copywriting. Some aspects maybe, but in a lot of aspects, definitely not. Would you rather have 1 million views or 5 high ticket clients? Obviously, 5 high ticket clients that are paying me high ticket fucking retainers every month, right? 1 million views doesn't mean shit if it's not paying you. And I'm not talking about like the fucking TikTok paying you, like creator shit. No, that's shit. That's not where the money is at. The money is where you funnel those 1 million views to. So unless those 1 million views are bringing you high quality leads that are actually paying you, then they're meaningless. So yeah, definitely 5 high ticket clients. How to network with big G's. This is an interesting one. Very interesting. Main important thing is just you need to know when to just shut the fuck up and just listen and just don't talk. That's very important. A lot of people will literally be in a room with a guy that's fucking out-achieved everything they've done in their life. So yeah, it's definitely just to know when to shut the fuck up. I've actually got, I have 2 books I keep very close on my table. First one is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, I want to say his name. Obviously everybody knows this. Fucking 48 Laws of Power. I think the first law is going to apply to this. Never outshine the master, right? Always make those above you feel comfortably superior. Obviously don't fucking dick ride, don't glaze them, don't be a bitch, but you need to know when to shut the fuck up, and you need to know your place in certain situations, right? Like if a guy just makes like 2 million a month comes into the room, just shut the fuck up, listen to him, you know what I mean? A lot of people can't do that. As silly as that sounds, some people genuinely can't do that. Like they always need to say something. So yeah, you just need to know when to shut the fuck up. Yeah, that's literally the simplest way I can put it. What is the way to master sales, right? There's different ways you can approach it. People learn differently. Maybe this guy, if he wants to master sales, the best way for him is to literally just hop on sales calls, just fucking get rejected, hop on more sales calls, record them, analyze the videos, get better, feedback. But for this guy, he just learns by fucking throwing money at mentorships and courses, right? People learn differently. However, I would definitely encourage you to just get out there. The best way to learn is literally just to fucking take action and do it. On my first ever sales call, I literally made my presentation for my sales call. No joke, 10 minutes before the fucking sales call, I made the presentation. Like, literally just fucking get out there. Just fucking fail. Just, you know what I mean? Just, that's the best way you're gonna learn. When a prospect says, let me think about it and I'll let you know, what do you say? This is interesting. If a prospect says, I need to think about it, what you say is, you have to, there's not always one thing you have to say, right? There's a lot of ways to answer it. What I would recommend is find out what they need to think about. So if they say, oh yeah, sounds good, but I need to think about it, you need to dig into their brain. What do you need to think about? But also don't fucking say, what are you thinking about? Say something like, yeah, cool, bro, definitely understand you need to think about it. I would too, bro. But out of curiosity, what is it that you need to think about? Is it the price? Is it the value? Do you not see the point? All of that stuff, right? And then he's going to be like, oh, well, it's actually the price. It's a bit steep, you know, I don't know if I can afford it. Then you'll be like, right, cool, the price is the problem. And then you can do some shit like fucking offer the guy a payment plan. If he's broke or some shit, he'll pay you monthly instead of the full amount. But the meta point of what I'm saying is find out what their problem is and just dig deeper and just fucking handle that objection. Oh, you need to think about this, blah 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 blah. What do you need to think about now? Oh, you need to, okay, cool, blah blah. Until they literally have no inquiries left, they're like, right, cool, just fucking take my money. Obviously, don't be too salesy, don't be too pushy, but find their pain points, dig into them. It's very simple. Answered enough questions for this video. If you guys like this type of content, you want me to answer some more, just drop a little comment. I'll read them. I'm not that famous. So yeah, you can find me at my Instagram. I'll put it here. Find me at my TikTok. It's gonna be here. And yeah, that's about it. If you guys liked it, you know what to do. Fucking subscribe and shit. I'm on like 10 subscribers, so this shit is gonna be, it's gonna look gay, I'm not gonna lie. But we all start somewhere, so yeah, hope you liked it. Just fucking subscribe.